welcome to another edition of Local Government and You, a program that will take you to every local government within the country Nigeria with the aim of informing, educating and updating of happenings within the local government areas, the workers, the state government and the indigents of the community. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter, your anchor and pilot that will take you to anywhere within the local government areas where relevant informations that you may need would be shared. Sit back and enjoy the moment with me. I'll be right back after the break. Stay tuned.
Every country has its peculiar system of government. In Nigeria, we practice democracy, and this is applicable in some countries across the globe, including the United States of America. What is democracy? It is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. In the political arena, we are ready to x-ray how we play politics in Nigeria and other countries, the challenge of power shift syndrome, how it has impacted or affected the people. How can we make it better for all? Join Fatima Yacob on Melkite TV online every Saturday by 9 p.m. to discuss and to examine all about the politics and the power that be.
Mr. President, I was once there as an opposition senator. There was never a time that we called the president at that time, who was a PDP president, an insult, because this is our institution. And if we don't conduct ourselves with dignity and respect, nobody will respect us.
The heads of security in Nigeria made several different explanations for killings of our citizens.
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I hereby forward for the confirmation by the Senate the appointment of the underlisted nominees as National Commissioners and Resident Electoral Commissioner for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
To watch or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Melkite TV, like our Facebook page, MLC TV, and follow us on our Instagram, MLC TV 2021. We are here to inform, educate, and to criticize constructively. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. The program is still Local Government and You. Joining us for today's edition is the chairman of Okehi Local Government Area, one of the 5 local government areas in Kogi Central Senatorial District, Abdulraheem Ohiare Ozovehe. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you.
As a seasoned politician, can we know when did you join politics?
I joined politics in 2003 as a politician.
Oh.
I was in politics in 1999.
Oh.
I can refer to myself as a voter then. Well, I involved into active politics in 2003.
Okay. So, politics then and now, how will you compare?
But it's still the same thing. It's a matter of choice. At then, 2003, when I joined politics, I was still very young. And I started as a local government and youth leader, local government, at the defunct ACN.
Oh.
From there, I was a legal advisor in my ward, Equalization ward, and then at the defunct ACN. From there, I went to act as the acting youth leader in the same party, ACN. And from there, I was the administrative secretary to the then chairman of ACN, his late anyway, Mr. Mike Adele. I was the administrative secretary for 3 years for ACN, before the merging of both parties.
Okay.
We will have APC.
APC.
I think these have been the political and party offices I've held before the merging of His Excellency.
Okay, so before politics, what were you doing? What were you into?
I was a school teacher. I taught at Community Science Secondary School. After my ND, I finished from Federal Poly, that 2002. I did my IT there. I was equally engaged as a part-time teacher. I was taking JSS 1 to 3, civic education, SS1 to 3, government, and that has been my best time. I love teaching very well, and I equally worked with Honest Crown Oil in Ibadan for just 1 year. I think that was when I came back and I felt I was equally doing politics then, but not to the active side. So when I came back, I felt that it's the right time for the Ibiras to take the leadership of the state politically. I think that has been my reason why I'm joining politics. At that time, we have Senator Etienne as our leader, less of memory. who felt that he's trying to emancipate the Igbo race. So at least Kogi State, since they created Kogi State, we have never got to the seat of the governor. So at that time, I was encouraged as a student. I was still in NG then, as a student to join politics. So I said I started in 99, more active in 2003. I think that is how I came to become a politician.
Okay. Has it been easy or rough as a politician before subsequently becoming the administrator of Okehi local government?
Well, then I was in ACN. From ACN, we came back to PDP. And you understand the political system of PDP. It is who you know. At that time, we are still very young. We don't have the connections. So it's like monkey the walk, babu the chop at that time in PDP time. So we did a lot to see how we came onto line in politics. But it was very difficult then. I could remember the first leader I had then was Senator Iti Ahmed. He wasn't too at home. Honorable Okehi Saliu, Honorable Ohize, and I like the man. I think that has been my political mentor who brought me up politically. But it was very difficult. You worked here, somebody that knows somebody in Abuja, just get a letter in Abuja and they become who they want to be. So it was really tough for us then compared to now at the coming of His Excellency.
Okay, as an administrator, sir, could you tell us what are those things that you've attracted to Okehi local government that make you different or distinct you from your predecessors?
Yeah, I think I must appreciate Almighty God and my benefactor, my leader, my boss, His Excellency Ohiare Ozovehe, for giving us the opportunity to serve as an administrator there. Before the emergence of His Excellency, Kogi State was caught by different crises, ethnic line, kidnapping, criminality, religion line. So when he came on board and he felt that, no, this is the right time to bring Kogi as one. Whether you're an Igala, you're an Ibira, you're an Oku, we are all Kogai. I think he demonstrated that by appointing the first chief of staff from another tribe, which is His Excellency, the Deputy Governor now at that time. When we came on board, it was hectic in Central. Because of the agitation of power shift, then, both the PDP and the ACN, it was violent. A lot of arms were everywhere at that time, both PDP, both ACN. So it's the responsibility of the governor then, as His Excellency, to see how we can first tackle insecurity problems. So when we came, there is crisis in Ihima within Ohanwa and Emani, in Ika within Oyaga and Evasa, in Ogamnana within Danoha and Nurede, in Okene within Idoji and Idozumi. So these were the barriers we had in political differences then. Then the masquerading one at that time, if you saw a masquerade coming out, at that time before the coming of His Excellency, it's like they are going for war. You see guns on a broad daylight, you see knives, you see machetes, you see sticks. So the system was not too good for everybody. Before 7, you can't go out again in the Berlin at that time. So His Excellency felt that, let me get my best 10 men, my first 11, to see how we can handle security. And he leads and we follow. At that time, security was the first challenge we had to curtail. I mean, interclanic crisis, crisis within one area and the other area, and even religious crisis. At that time, you have the Sunnis and you have the Tijanias. I could remember one that happened in the Okehi. It was held before the coming of His Excellency within the Sunnis and the Tijanias. So there were a lot of crises. So he leads and we follow. And we had a template. You must hold up to your local government. Either religion crisis, masquerade crisis, traditional festival crisis, political crisis, you must go down and bring it down. And we're able to do that in Okehi and in Central at large.
Okay. The program is still local government and you, and we're here with Honorable Abdulraheem Ohiare Ozovehe. We'll be right back after the short commercial break. It's local government and you, a program that brings the local government activities, policies, people and administration to your screen. It's promised to be insightful, educating and informing. We are not only going to talk about the achievements of local government, chairman or administration, but also to touch light some areas that needed improvement. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malakai TV, now to be the first to get our notification as soon as we launch it. Don't miss it. Join me, Matthias Ayodeji Peter, as I bring the local government to your doorsteps. Welcome back. We are still with Honorable Abdulraheem Ozovehe. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us on the program.
Thank you.
So you talked about security as one of your major achievements on when you came on board as the administrator. So we've seen that you follow the footsteps of your boss in curbing insecurity, and you've done a lot. But can you give us pointers on how you were able to achieve this within that short period of time?
Yeah, I will tell you one of the challenges we faced when we come on board as administrator, so that we understand very well the achievement we have gotten so far under the leadership of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Okehi State, Alhaji Abdulraheem. When we come on board, less than 3 months, we had a serious attack on the divisional police station in Okehi. I think a group of terrorists attacked the police stations. 3 policemen were gunned down. The community leader at that time was equally killed in his house in cold blood. I was called on by DPO as early as 1 a.m. that there was an attack on the police station in the Okehi. And I have to try. They killed 3 policemen and they put the police station at blaze. So I'll have to move with my men. We moved there immediately and we were able to bring down the fire. And later discovered that 3 policemen were killed. You can understand when you saw policemen killed on their own point of duty. And the way they killed them so brutally. Some heads were taken away, some eyes were destroyed. It was a close range shot. So we were able to bring the fire down from the police station. And I had to take the 3 cops to mortuary in Okehi, not knowing that the community chairman of Okehi had been murdered inside his room. So I was in Okehi trying to see how I can deposit the cops after putting call to His Excellency that this is the situation on ground. I was just 3 months old in office then. When you come to office that you do not understand the gimmicks and fix-ups of your office, you know how challenging it is. But I was so courageous, maybe because my father was a military man, I was born and brought in the barracks. So I wasn't down, I was so courageous and I take the battle by myself. So I had to come back after a call. It was time for Subuhi prayers. When the son of the community chairman discovered that, they went to call his father. His father was murdered in a pool of blood. So I came back again and picked this man, take him back to mortuary. His Excellency, in his kind of leadership, he had to come down to Okehi. I think that's the first time he came down. And it was even less than 1 year in office as well, to tell you the kind of mess he met on ground before becoming the Executive Governor of Okehi State. So we took the bull by the hand, we deposited the corpse in mortuary. We came back, the governor came, observed Jemaat prayer, addressed the family and did the needful for them. And we equally talked to the family, but we'll make sure we go after those boys. But by the special grace of God, they were 7 in number. I think all of them have been arrested by the security agents of Okehi State. And what they took from there, we were able to recover them from those boys. And I can tell you that since then, with our effort and the support of His Excellency, we make sure that place was graded to Area Command in Okehi local government. It is now Okehi Area Command. It was formerly a police post. So enough men were deployed there. And I took it between myself and renovated that place and I fenced that place. There's water there, it's highly fenced. It wasn't fenced before. That was why the hoodlums had their way there and killed the 3 policemen. I could remember one of them is from Delta State, if I'm not mistaken. We were able to keep in contact with his wife, pay the school fees of the children before we lost contact. And those one that is in Okehi, we already were supposed to do. And His Excellency himself in his own normal way, appreciate the family and he did the needful for them. But since then, we fenced the area command now, which is now an area command, a full-fledged area command. We beefed up that place in security. And equally went after those guys that did that issues. We have apprehended. I think this is one of the biggest challenge I had when I come on board. And we now felt that, yes, what do we do? The internal crisis we had within clan and religion and areas. So I called a meeting of the traditional rulers in Okehi, including the Ohiare of Ihima, the Obobani of Ihima, and other traditional leaders from Ihima axis. And then we get it somehow in Ihima because of the crisis we inherited from the PDP. Because if you could recall very well, there was a time during Governor Ibrahim Idris' time, there was a very serious crisis in Ihima within Emani and Ohonwa that got a lot of lives and where property were destroyed. So when we came on board, we see what we can do with the support of His Excellency. We call a meeting of the traditional rulers and equally call that from Ohi of Ika, Adeka of Ika, and we sit down and have a template. That look, if coming out of masquerade is going to be the problem, you must meet up this recommendation before a masquerade will come out. And that of the Hima is that you discover on night masquerade we come out with a song, historical songs, history that are not meant for our generations, that will come bring crisis. We banned that one. No masquerade come to sing the history of the Hima. Leave history for himself. You can go and sing any other song that will make people happy. So we're able to curtail that one. Then the outing of the day masquerade, I personally go to Hima to supervise it. And we thank God that issue is no more in the Hima again. Masquerade comes out, you don't go across the red lines. The red line is that if you're a night masquerade, you don't sing history songs. You find to one clan as a slave, or telling you are the true son of a Hima. We're able to ban down. Then if you're a masquerade, you're coming out, you must meet all the conditions before the security personnel will give you approval to come out. Then come down to Eka. Ours in Eka is not more like that of the Hima, because culture and tradition of Ibrahim started from Eka. So that culture and the tradition is still here in Obangede. It's still here in Eko Hidden. So as a masquerade, if you are coming out, you must be traced to a particular clan, or you must be traced to a particular custodian that kept that masquerade. So we must know where you are coming from. If you doesn't do that, you won't come out. So with this, we're able to bring down the crisis that comes with festivity. Then the kidnapping matters. His Excellency in his wisdom engage more than about 100 something vigilante in Okehi, where arms, logistics were provided for them. So we felt the vigilante were close to the people because they are Iberians, they are from Okehi, not like police, conventional security that some are from other side. So we're able to use the vigilante who are part and parcel of us to go down and go after this kidnapper. And to God have the glory. His Excellency led and we followed. The first thing he did was to identify those hard criminals that are kidnappers in Central and in Kogi State at large. And we start by, if you are apprehended, you are a kidnapper. He led the squad to demolish your house. He started by doing that in Okehi from his own town. I could remember one alleged something in the court at that time that is the kingpin of kidnapper in the whole Ibrahim land. So it was a thing of the day that time. They can kidnap you from your house, broad daylight at night. When the governor came on board, he did that. We went there, he demolished the house. He sent a signal to everybody that, look, this man is serious. After a stakeholder meeting, you're a kidnapper, come after you, we got you, and all evidence shows that you're a kidnapper and arms are recovered from you, your house will go down. We did that in Okehi. We did that in the Hima. 2 houses were demolished in the Hima. One was demolished in Abobo. Another 3 was demolished in Adabe. They couldn't demolish in Burkina. I think this is how we get it right. So we now chase them out of the town. And on our own too, immediately we pick you, we discover you're a kidnapper, arms are recovered from you, we'll hand over to security agencies. And they do the needful. I think this is how we're able to cope the internal kidnapping issues. Then talk about the highway. The highway became something that was not safe at all. It got to some stage as bad as Kaduna State. So His Excellency in his wisdom, engage professional hunters. I think we now felt that we identify who are those criminals that come to the road to kidnap travelers. Okene Lokoja Road, Okene Bini Road, Owepe Kaba Road, and all over the state. We discovered they are mostly Fulanis. So what do? So he now engage the Danga security outfit and His Excellency provide all the necessary logistics. Immediately they came, a lot of result was recovered. We arrested some, cover arm from them, and hand over to security agency. Then they come to on stage that it wasn't Fulani again. It was Ibira versus Fulani. And this Fulani we brought, they do not understand the terrain of our area. His Excellency approved the recruitment of Ibira hunters, which we did in Okehi, in Adabe, in Okene, in Ogori, and Ajakuta. So these Ibira professional hunters, they know the terrains. In conjunction with the Fulani hunters, so they were very good to go. So they went after these people and a lot of result was achieved and we were able to secure Okene Lokoja Road, Auchi, Bini, Okene Road. And I can tell you this routine has been the safest in the whole country. I think kudos to His Excellency for providing the logistics, the resources, and the time. His Excellency is the only governor in Nigeria today that you can call as a local government chairman or as an administrator then. 1 a.m. he will pick his call and he will be there for you. I could remember when I have issues, 2 a.m. we are in the bush. I go with them in the bush and we have issues. I called him 2 a.m. The executive governor of Kogi State was able to pick my call and he resolved it for me. I think other governors should come and learn from him. Let you have the time for your executive soldier, your executive chairman. They are your fit soldiers. I think if every governor in Nigeria is doing this, Nigeria will be a safe place for all of us. It's not the issue of the president. The president cannot be in your state. The president cannot be in your local government. It's a chain of activities. Let the president do his own. Let the government do his own. And then the executive chairman and chief secretary of the local government will do his own. So Ibrahim is saved, and I can tell you, Okehi is the safest local government in Kogi State, and Kogi is the safest state in Nigeria.
Okay, sir. Talking about safety, sir, and cooperation, what is the level of synergy between your local government and the remaining 4 local governments in Kogi Central?
Yeah, when we came on board as an administrator then, I was the Algon treasurer at that time. So the leadership of the 5 local government rest in my hand by His Excellency. So I lead and they follow. So what we did, we have a joint meeting, and all of us had this Ibra professional hunters. All of us equally have this Fulani professional hunters. So it's not an issue of boundary. We work as a team. But I normally lead and they follow. And what we did at that time is that we share information and we share intelligence. If I have a criminal in Adabi that I want to pick up, I should call my colleagues and discuss with them. We will join together and pick him up. That is the internal security. When it got to the external security, sometimes when this thing is becoming too much, the 5 of us came together, contribute our security, and we led them to the bush and go after the kidnappers. So it's a joint works we do. That's how we've been using, and that has been the principle of His Excellency, unity. And that unity has given us the strength to achieve a lot in security.
Okay, sir. So from administrator, you became the security advisor to the state governor. Then election brought about your chairmanship again in the local government. And what's the difference from then being an administrator and now as a chairman? Has there been any kind of difference in terms of functioning and operations?
Yes. A lot of differences in function and operation, like you said. When we were administrator, we achieved a lot, but there are limitations to what we can do. Administratively, there are limitations to what we can do because you're not a fully fledged executive chairman. But there was no much differences as the chief security officer. Because as an administrator, as a special advisor to the governor on security, we are equally fighting security. And at that time, because we are not elected, the state government was equally assisting us financially and otherwise. So when we are prepared to step aside for elections, His Excellency in his wisdom felt that he doesn't want to leave a vacuum. These are the guys that have been fighting security. Guy, come down as an administrator. Hold up for me as special advisor on security to His Excellency. So that enabled us to equally fight security at that same capacity. But the difference is that administratively, the running of the local government wasn't our responsibility. Our responsibility then was just fight security, make sure there is no crisis. But having go through elections and I'm elected by my people as executive chairman, full administrative functions are lies on my shoulders and I've been doing that. Signing of documents, approval of funds, and so many other administrative activities have been given to us. That's just the difference. But as in security-wise, there's no much difference. What we're doing as administrator, through the support of His Excellency, we're equally doing as special advisor on security to the government. And we are equally doing it as the executive chairman of the local government.
Okay, thank you. In case you're just joining us, the program is still Local Government and You, and with me has been Honorable Abdulraheem Ohiare Ozovehe. We'll be right back after the short break.
Family, they say, is the bedrock of the society. It is everything. Everyone needs a house to live in, but a supportive family is what builds a happy and a successful home. It is Family Affairs on Malachi TV every Saturday by 7 p.m. Join Balagdubu Janet as she takes you on an exclusive interview with guests, marriage counselors, doctors, and many more, where they get to share their experiences, and together we build the society at large. To subscribe to our YouTube channel, log on to Malachi TV or like our Facebook page, MLC TV. You can also follow us on Instagram at MLC TV 2021. For adverts and sponsorship, call the numbers displayed on your screen. It's Family Affairs, where we discuss family matters. Coming your way soon on MLC TV.
Welcome back. Thank you, Chairman, sir, for your time. Sir, now let's talk about your boss, the Executive Governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yahaya Bello. Why do you think he is according to what has been said, there have been clamors for him to come as the #1 citizen of the Federation. In terms of achievement and what he has done, do you think he is the right person for the job?
I think he's overqualified, if I can use that language. I think the problem Nigeria is facing now is insecurity. I think if there is insecurity, there won't be economic development, foreign investors will not come, and even the local investors too will be afraid to invest in an economy whereby it's not secure. I think the first problem Nigeria has is insecurity. Kudos to President Muhammad Buhari, he has done his best, But we equally think that we need a vibrant young man that have shown himself to the world before. And the person that have done this is no other person out of the 36th state governor than Governor Yahya Bello. Kogi State shared border with 9 states. And if His Excellency can secure Kogi State, that is sharing border with 9 states, I think he'll be able to secure Nigeria. 1, age is in his side. 2, he's very intelligent. He has done it in his first term. He's equally doing it in his second term. So I felt that he can secure Nigeria. The office of the president is not an office we can take for granted. Age must be the first priority of Nigerians. That whoever we're going to vote for should be a young person within his early 40s. And His Excellency had this. Then if security is our problem, because economic development ties around all security. If security is our problem in Nigeria, which all of us know, whether PDP or APC, we know the PDP governors cannot secure their state. The APC governors, some of them cannot secure their state except His Excellency. If we know this is the problem, he will have tested him in Kogi State. If Kogi is bordered with 10 states or 9 states and is well secured, I think Nigeria will be secured under the leadership of His Excellency. He's young, he understands Hausa, he understands Yoruba. He is the only governor in Nigeria today that has Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba in his cabinet. I think what we need now, security. Someone that can fight security. Someone that have the strength and the energy to work for at least 14 hours in a day. He has it. Then somebody that will unify us. Nigeria has divided within ethnic lines, tribal lines, religion line. And he has done it in Kogi State. I told you he's the first governor in Kogi State that appoint an Igala man as his chief of staff. When Audu was there, his chief of staff was an Igala man. When Ibro was there, his chief of staff was an Igala man. When Wada was there, his chief of staff was an Igala man. But His Excellency come in his wisdom and he unified us. He never took an Ibra man. He took an Igala man and made him his chief of staff. And he was very powerful. And even in the constitution of the cabinet, everybody were carried along. So I think this is what Nigeria needs now. His Excellency is the only person that, as a local government chairman, if a kidnapping incident happens in your local government, he will give you 48 hours and provide all the logistics for you to go and catch those people. I could remember when a second-class chief was kidnapped along Uwepe Kaba Road. He called me and he gave me 48 hours. You must bring that man back. And he provided all the logistics I need, including resources, including the security men. And we moved in. We were able to rescue him. And the 7 kidnapped guys, we apprehended all of them. I think if His Excellency is given this opportunity to become the president of this country, no governor under his leadership that will not hold his state. He will provide all you need. You won't give him excuse. He doesn't believe in excuse. He will provide all you need to achieve result. You must give him result. So I felt that I will use the opportunity to beg to all Nigerians as youth equal. In the history of Kogi State, we haven't got it good like this. All the local government chairmen are youth. It is only in Kogi State, the executive governor make a pronouncement as the leader of the party that all vice chairpersons should be female. All vice chairmen should be female. It hasn't happened anywhere. All council leaders are female in 21 local government. And 2/3 of the councillors are female. As the leader of the party, he gave a directive and we follow suit. As I'm talking to you now, the vice chairman of Okehi is a woman. The council leader of Okehi is a woman. And we have additional 3 councillors, female. So I think we equally give him this opportunity, he will carry women along. That you see a woman that will become almost 35% affirmation will be overcome by His Excellency. So that is the reason why we think, even as much security is our problem, His Excellency has demonstrated capacity in Kogi State. If you think about unity, His Excellency has got to demonstrate capacity in Kogi State. If you think about the economic hub, go to Egypt and you see Kogi State's rice mill there. Kogi is producing rice and we're feeding our people with rice. Go to Kene, Itape, you see a lot of road construction going everywhere. Go to Kabba Township Road, it's under construction. Go and see Akosek. It's the youngest university in Nigeria today. But go and see the infrastructure development going in there. Come to reference hospital in Okene. Go and see the kind of marvelous job going there. Go to Ayengba, the School of Medicine. It's 80% completed. Come to School of Nursing and Midwife in Obangede here. They are running HND degree programs now. His Excellency is doing marvelous very well. Let's give this young man, this gentleman from Agasa in Okene in Kogi State, the leadership of this country. He will secure us, our economic this thing will boom, he will provide infrastructure development for us, and he has the capacity to work for more than 14 hours. So I'm pleading to all youth in Nigeria to support His Excellency for his presidential aspiration. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That has been our time with the chairman of Okehi local government. We've come to the end of today's edition. Don't forget to join us next week for another interesting package on the program Local Government and You. Subscribe and click on the notification bell of our YouTube channel Malachi TV to always be the first to know when we are on. Like and follow us on our Facebook page MLC TV, Instagram MLC TV 2021, Twitter MLC TV 1. Thank you. My name is Matthias Peter. Bye.